Right, a warm welcome again to Gahanga Cricket Stadium for the Women's Alphabet RCA T20 League. We've got the two teams here in Datwa, Hampshire and White Clouds. I've got the two captains and our official Damasin, Gisele Shimu in Datwa, Hampshire captain, and Benita America Tete, White Clouds captain. The conditions out there to expect, we have been receiving some persistent rains during the week, so the outfield is going to be a bit heavy, so a lot of running in between is something that we're going to be expecting here. So I've got the two captains, Gisele Shimu and Benita, just to get on with the toss here. Tell is the call. White Clouds have won the toss. Benita, you've won the toss. What are we expecting you guys to do today?
We are going to bat fast because we need a marks.
Betting first, is it what they've chosen in today? They're looking forward to put in a lot of runs on the board to challenge in that Hampshire. Thank you very much and all the best for your game. Giselle, you have lost the toss and you guys have been sent in to bowl. If you had won the toss, what were you expecting to do?
We can bat fast.
Now, since you guys have been sent into bed, she spoke about putting runs on the board. What are you guys expecting to do as a bowling unit first?
Especially our bowling side, it was strong. We are going to push the overs.
Definitely. Thank you very much. All the best for your game. That is it. The news at the center here. White Clouds winning the toss and have elected to have a bet first. Match starts at 9:45. Catch us soon there. But it's on. It's brought in the Samsung, whatever. It did? Yeah. So just waiting. It's needed. Right, good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Gahanga Cricket Stadium. It's the RCA Alphabet Women's T20 Tournament League here. Two teams that are playing up today in the morning is it's Indatwa Hampshire taking on White Clouds. White Clouds winning the toss and have decided to have a bet first. And we see our two officials in there. Gastoni, Busy, and Janvier are the two officials that are in there to get the proceedings going on. And the two betters for White Clouds You've just walked in. Umziranenge Fabiola. Walking in. We are here to find out who is she opening the bet with. And as usual, with the ball in the hand is none other than Mohawe Nimana Immaculée. And I'm with my partner here, Zaid Khan. Welcome back to this fantastic game of cricket. You've been hiding for quite some time. It's good to have you here in the morning. Good morning, Zaid.
Good morning. Good morning, and thank you very much for the warm welcome back into the commentary box here at a lovely, exciting morning at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium, where we get to see White Clouds winning the toss and electing to bat first, knowing their prowesses as well as their weaknesses. So playing against a stronger side, they elected to bat first. A wise decision. Let's see the score that they can post up here up front.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of a total are they going to be putting on the board. I spoke earlier on with the captain, Benita Morikatete. She said they are looking to put as many runs as possible on this wicket. The surface looks so good to bet on there, Zaid Khan. And so it's going to be interesting to see. Last week we saw Fabiola again playing a couple of good shots in that game that they've played. First ball on. Right, beating the outside edge. Starts off with a dot here. Fabiola Umziranenge. And what I would also want to say is for White Clouds, for the couple of games that we have watched them again, especially coming into this second round of these matches, fielding side and bowling has been excellent. They've improved in those two departments again. We saw them when they played Gahanga Queens, effecting some important run-outs, taking some good catches. Again, bowling was superb. So this is something that they've worked on. So it's only the betting now that they just need to put on. And good news for them again today, we've seen Margaret Vomila coming back in to the fold. She has not been around for quite some time. And so it's also something that is going to add a bit of some depth in their bowling again. So it's something that is good and interesting to watch. Ball number 3, lovely shot there from Umziranenge Fabiola, getting that outside edge down to third man for a single.
Typical pace bowling beginning here, just getting a thick edge, outside edge to that, and first runs for White Clouds on the board, courtesy of that outside edge. The outfield seems to be a bit damp due to the recent showers in the region. They need to be aggressive against a team like Ndatwa Hampshire, knowing the sort of batting depth, or shorter this time around, and wide it is, indicated there by the on-field umpire Janvier. Getting good movement with the new cherry in the hand. On the stumps, in the line this time around, yet another dot ball. Good start, I must say, for Team Indatwa. Again, we don't get to see the likes of Sarah Uwera behind the stumps. Someone who's going through an injury. Wish her a quick recovery. Former skipper of the national side. Big shoes to be filled in. That allows the youngster the opportunity there to carry on.
Looking solid there, Dusabimana Olive. Good start for both teams here. Good over again from Mohawe Nimana, and some good positive, I might say, positive betting from these two batters. Yes, they've not managed to pile in a lot of runs in the first over, but if you look at it again, look at the hugs there again, they are applauding each other again, giving each other confidence, saying we've done a fantastic job so far in the first over, especially to someone like Muhawenimana Immaculate. We know the threat that she possesses as a bowler again. So this is something that White Clouds have done very well. So the most important thing now going forward for the two batters to make sure that they bet as much longer as they can. If they want to take this game to where the captain has said, put in a bit of some runs again. And my worry again, judging from the game that I've seen, Zaid, is when they lose 1 or 2 wickets, this is where the troubles start to come for White Clouds. So this is something that they also need to make sure that they correct. And if the only time to correct it now is now, today, this game, playing against these good bowlers for Indatwa Hampshire.
Well, definitely. All these games providing the opportunity much needed for that improvement and avoiding that collapse in the middle order. Trying to get some runs on the board. Flighted delivery here by Sifa coming from the pavilion end. And you've worked with these youngsters back in the nets, also national side players. Won't you be keen to watch what sort of practice they bring into play? In the air and just drops short. And a no ball it is. A couple of bounces there. Not a good sight, but just getting it on here. Perhaps losing grip of a newer cherry. Not easy.
Yeah, I might say it, but not easy. But if you look at Sifa, the way she has been bowling in a couple of games, this is how she has been bowling entirely through. That is why you saw in Indatwa Hampshire, we have been opting for the youngster Grace Mugwaneza to with the ball early up in the order as an off spinner. So it's something that she needs to work around it. Imagine if it was someone like Henriette Shimo or Belis Mrekatete with that particular delivery, they were going to be paying the price for that.
Would have been clubbed out of here. You cannot bowl those bombs. Absolute sitters. You can see that. The moment a good batter sights a ball like that coming their way, they know where to deposit it outside the boundary ropes for a full value. Once again, much better this time around. If she can continue persistently bowling on that line and length, it can really affect her aggregate figures.
Definitely some good, decent over again. A couple of dots in there's 4 of them in that over. This makes it the 5th one again. So good bowling except for that no ball that she offered there. But the comeback is massive and we'd love to see her bowling that way.
Once again, chance of a run out. And out it is. First wicket goes down for White Clouds. Lovely hands by the wicketkeeper. Very slow start there. And Dusabimana has to depart. The call was hers. She knew she was on the danger end, but didn't make that initial start to make it within safety distance. Not even in the frame there.
Gone for naught after facing 3 deliveries. And this is what I've been saying. If you look at that wicket there, just check a look at it. Now, yes, good ball, good shot played there. But now taking on the fielder there, Marie Joseph Tumkunde, left arm thrower there. 8 point again, and the ball went straight to a stronger point again. So this is something that also White Clouds needs to understand which fielders to take on. You know, things like that. You don't want to be taking on someone like Marie Josefa Tumkunde, who is also known for a good fielding, 8 point there. But other than that, it's a sad way to go out of the game, especially when you're in control. And that is 3 runs on the board for the loss of 1 wicket into the 3rd over Mohaweni Mana to continue. It's the sisters' affair now in terms of bowling. The other sister, Mohaweni Mana, bowling from the other end, and Sifa Ingabire bowling from the other end again.
And that brings Vumulia Margaret out to the middle, the strongest side in the batting lineup for White Clouds here. She is the difference between the two sides here. If she can pile up the runs for her side, that will make a huge difference and a sigh of relief for her dugout.
Good delivery there from Mohaweni Mana, continuing with that shot of the length outside off stump on the fourth stump, challenging Umzila Nenge Fabiola. So it's the most important thing is she bowls that straighter one now. That is going to bring trouble to Fabiola. Does she have enough answers to that? Tries to go for the leg pull shot there, but did not manage to quite get enough of that. And another dot comes in. This is something that is also worrisome again. Side for White Clouds conceding a lot of dot balls.
Well, definitely. And again, if you see that the ball just rushed onto her pads there and she wasn't in any position to play that shot. Again, loud appeal, but height might be concerning there. The umpire, Janvier, moving out of his position once again. Something we're very familiar with. Knowing both of the sides have played against each other, and adaptation in the game is very, very crucial. The amount of times, lovely looking delivery, that nowhere to go, yet another dot ball. Like I was saying, Leonard, these sides have played multiple times against each other. By now, they should be aware of what fielder to take on and what fielder to avoid, and also come up with strategy against each and every bowler, because that's the only way you can strive for progress.
Another appeal there. A lot of appeals that are coming in there, but unfortunately enough for in that Hampshire and Mohaweni Mana, those balls are going down the leg side. But the consistency of line in length, again, attacking those terms, asking a lot of hard questions to Fabiola, there is something that Mohaweni Mana has done, and she's done it so well.
Well, another consistency is cross-batted shots. I've seen 4 consistent cross-batted shots, yet she was shadowing just before going in. So it's something, as a batsman, you should consider. What you practice is what you preach.
End of over number 3. 3 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Another good maiden over there from Immaculate Mohaweni Mana. White Clouds winning the toss early on and opting to have a bet. They found themselves inside 3 overs, having lost 1 wicket with 3 runs on the board there. They need to make sure that they step up. Sifa Ingabire to continue from the pavilion end. And now Margaret Vumilia comes on strike straight up. They know the strength, the things that you have been saying about understanding and knowing players. That's saying straight up when she comes in on strike, there is a deep mid wicket and a long on. But she likes to hit the ball with the spin in those particular regions. So this is something that is Giselle Ishimwe, the stand-in captain today, is managed to bowl there straight full. She was looking to go where exactly we have been talking about. Sifa being the smartest of the 2 manages to bowl that ball a bit more straighter onto the stumps. Again, Margaret going across the line, looking for the mid-wicket and long-on gap that she has been seeing. But she didn't manage to survive for longer, gone for a golden duck. First wicket, first ball for Sifa Ingabire in his second over. White Clouds, 2 wickets down here side.
Are we in for a record today? Have a look at that. Just in line, as simple as you like it. Didn't read the line, didn't read the flight. It's as though she never saw the ball and just swung across it and let her furniture get disturbed. Losing their second wicket in no time. Just 3 runs on board. We've got Fabiola, who's on 1 of 16 deliveries.
10 matches there, 9 innings, 146 runs, the highest of 35 for Georgette Ingabire. Left-handed batter coming in for White Clouds. Definitely you talk about 16 deliveries, only managing to score 1 run. That shows the quality of bowlers that she has been facing again, number one. Number two, it also shows that she's also stuck on one option again on how to play bowlers like that. You talked about consistently playing across the line, and that proved that it's not working at this particular moment. So she has to come up with other options now on how to score off that one run that she managed. So she played a good late front foot drive there to third man. So we are hoping to see it playing a couple of those shots. There is another pew there. Catch called there, but the keeper did not have enough time to dive forward. But good effort from Flora Irakoze. We could have seen Georgette again walking back to the pavilion side from that particular delivery.
They've kept it extremely tight. Not easy for the White Clouds batters. But again, I feel these girls should go with much more open net practice, because lovely looking shot that, and lovely effort there.
Good fielding there from Lillian at mid-wicket. Georgette again going hard at it, but they always say power without timing does not work. Again, another good delivery there, asking her to come for the block shot. But from what I'm seeing here, Zaidkan, I don't know if you're seeing the same thing as well. Georgette is only looking to be someone who's looking forward to be playing one side of the wicket again, looking to play it to the leg side against the spin of Siva Ingabire. Look, there she goes up an area, pick the gap. Like I mentioned earlier on, the outfit is going to be a bit heavy because of the rains. So it's not going to be easy to dispatch those balls on the ground to the boundary. But good enough, they've managed to take in 2 runs.
Yes, definitely. It's quite dampy out there. And those elevated shots could not go the distance if a couple of bounces come in, as the outfield just restricts that movement, and trying to take it on to the leg side. One thing I can see from Georgette's game here, we're done with 4 overs, 5 runs on board, and 2 wickets down is Team White Clouds. What I can see here, Leonard, is that Georgette is forcing the shot towards the leg side. And again, someone who's sighting the ball, she can see the ball, but she's not aware of how to put it away.
Definitely well said there. I must say it's the idea from Georgette is fine, but the execution again now, that is something that she needs to work on. Again, yes, the intent to score runs, yes, that is perfectly good, but how to do that now is the question that she needs to ask herself and come up with an answer, and that answer is needed as early as possible, as they are currently on 5 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Giselle Shimwe comes in to replace Mohaweni Mana, goes for the fuller one, inside edge, goes down to fine leg for a single. Fabiola Umzira Nenge getting off strikes. Giselle Shimwe, Zaidkan, all these 11-12 games that she has played in this league, the way she has been bowling, she always known of bowling more full and straight, attacking those stumps, trying to get to squeeze in those yorkers again. That is something that she's good at. So it's going to be interesting now with how Georgette Ingabire is playing across the line at every delivery. So it's going to be interesting again, I must say, to see how she's going to go and play against Giselle Shimwe. We have got another game in the afternoon. Gahanga Queens taking on Sorowate. Those two teams, when they play, those games are not going to be easy. We are joined here for a couple of minutes by the head coach of Gahanga Queens, Mr. Bryson Kenneth Bujingo. So you can have a chat with him just to understand and hear what is he thinking, what is their plans going forward, the games that they've played before. They're sitting on the top of the log standings. How are they going to maintain their position? They welcome to us here, Mr. Bryson Kenneth Bujingo, BKB as they call him here.
Welcome, Bryson. Lovely game we've got on hand here. Your goals are on the top of the table, as Leonard mentioned. How does it feel with your team executing that feat?
Yeah, good morning, Zed. Thank you for just hosting me here in the commentary box. Just being on top of the table doesn't, the tournament is still going. We just need keep being more consistent and not being more overconfident and just keeping me more positive.
And he's, oh, lovely, lovely. Gets the outside edge by the thickness of paint. It goes into the gloves. Comfortable catch that. And another wicket goes down. Team White Clouds yet to reach double figures here. But the wickets are tumbling like a deck of cards. Let's have a look at that once again. Off the pitch there. Just straight movement. No execution whatsoever. And easy raise of the finger by the umpire Janvier. Wicket number 3 for the loss. Yes, I was mentioning, Bryson, the girls are working. They're doing a great job and stealing the limelight for RCA over here at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium through Alphabet tournaments, but also the national side, the effect that it brings from these domestic leagues. What sort of improvement do you see from these girls?
Just well said. If you look at how White Clouds have been started playing in T10. Now they are more confident with their bat, even if they have been losing wickets. It's happening in the cricket. Look at the bowling attack from Mawini Mana, Sifa Ingabile, Giselle, the captain. She's a kind of a good bowler. She played a lot of games. She have got experience. She just always give you the ball. You make your own mistakes. I think that Hampshire did well now, and if you look at, that's where we all normally select the national team. If guys get this chance to play, keep playing this league, this tournament, playing club level, the more you play more games, the more you get better. As they always say, we learn from playing.
And also, speaking about the youngsters getting into the game, you see sides like White Cloud having lots of youngsters new to the game, playing alongside Ishimwe, the two Ishimwes that have played for the national side, both extremely athletic and extremely high performing on their behalf, and just providing them that opportunity to be on the same field as those national team players. What does it mean to the youngsters joining in?
Yes, thank you. It's just that one boosts their confidence up and seeing, even learning how they are just playing the game, how they are bowling, how they are batting, how they are making their feet set when they are coming to bowl. Even when they are playing, if you can see Giselle Shim, one of the top leading score, one for something on the table now. It just shows that if you're a youngster playing with a senior player like that one, if you're quick at learning, you're going to learn from that player.
One more interesting thing. We've got the skipper of the national side playing for your team. Do you ever have that conversation with her about scouting the young talents into the national side through this tournament, through this domestic cricket that you see, and what do you pick up alongside those talks with your national team's captain? Because you work very closely with them in the nets, in the field, and through the tournament.
Just first, thank you for just asking me that kind of a question. Another good shot from there from Umuzela Ninja, Fabiola, trying to bowl on top of offside, ball turning away. And there was just chance of being LB.
Loud appeal, umpire not moved. Yet another dot delivery. 7 runs on board for the loss of 3. We're into the 6th over here. Final over of the power play. Fabiola, who's on 2 runs now, having faced 20 deliveries. Something they desperately need to work upon.
Going back to your question, if you look at how one of our skipper being in the national team side, having such a kind of a players, how we just normally talk. Communication is the key as a wicket keepers. They normally say you are key, or you are the heart of the team because you're controlling everything, whatever that's happening, where the ball is pitching. Just have kind of that image and having that kind of a knowledge, having such a kind of a player there. No, it's just a learning process. It's just a learning process. If they should just keep talking about how to grow in this game, This is where you need to go. You cannot go in the national team, leagues, qualifiers and what. Start from the club level and going up and elite leagues. I think it's something quite well.
And one last question before I leave you. Through these domestic tournaments, what would you expect out of the senior players at the end of it? And at what point would you like them to reach by the end of this tournament?
Yeah, just if you look at, I'm just being excited with the youngsters who are coming in. If you look at Nyomoza Shakila, she's a kind of still under 19, turning 16 years. If you look at how she's playing, Grace Muziranenje, if I can see how she's a good spinner and Shakila, she's a good batter. If she can just, at the end of this tournament, having some runs on the board and Grace Mujaneza getting more wickets. If you can look at, now today they have changed the plan. Hampshire, they normally use her on the big teams. And I think that's me, as a coach, I would like to see if now she didn't bowl today, before power play, and she's normally a good bowler, they have been giving her that kind of a confidence. I think if they just keep giving her that chance, everything will be better. And Shakira getting more runs, if you get runs, your confidence start coming up.
Very well said, very well done, and you've heard it from the man himself, Bryson. Thank you for being here in the commentary box as I welcome back Mr. Leonard Namburu to join me as we're done with the power play here. 7 runs on board for the loss of 3. Oh, so close to the off stump. So close, yet so far for Giselle. And we all know how hungry she is for wickets. Very aggressive, very intimidating out there. She's always into the face of the batters as she charges down the pitch. Similar, identical looking delivery once again there by Giselle. Giving no room to Jesuizo, who's faced 6 deliveries so far and yet to open her account. It's not looking good. It's not looking good out there. Oh, in line this time. Keeping it as tight as it gets. Working alongside Giselle in the nets. Leonard, you've been there. You've seen her striving for greatness. You've seen her work out every different method. What is the base of her aggression?
Seven overs gone here, 7 runs. White Clouds are sitting on now after losing 3 wickets. Lovely piece of bowling there from Giselle Shim. Another maiden comes in. And Tumkunde Marie Jose, the previous over prior to this Giselle one, again, it was a good over, seeing the ball turning away from the batters. That is something that you'd want to see from any left-hander in your side. So this is lovely to watch here, and this is some good tactics that are being shown here by Indatwa Hampshire. Lovely piece of cricket here. White Clouds need to come up with answers to those questions that these bowlers are asking, and that I don't think they've got enough time to come up with answers with the momentum that they are moving on. Umzila Nenge Fabiola is on 2 of 23 deliveries. Kizubi's of Logensin 0 of 8 deliveries. Georgette last wicket to fall 2 of 8 deliveries. So if you look at them, their strike rate is way down under there. And that is something that is criminal, especially if you're playing in T20. Then second over of Marie Jose Tunkunde comes off and she starts off with a wide, a bit more too much again outside off stump.
One thing I believe the White Clouds must be lacking in their training session, Leonard, is the sort of match kind of environment, trying to provide them with challenges. Let's say 6 balls you've been bowled to, and you to score 10 runs off that. Those sort of mini challenges out there in the nets can mean a lot. Lovely pickup, direct hit, no, just misses it. Chance was there, misses it completely. And they survive to score yet another run here. White Clouds leaving by the edge.
She survived. They don't actually run to someone like Giselle Shimwe there in that particular position. I'm telling you, she's always good and spot on. hitting those stumps there. But this time around, fortunate for Umzilani Ngefabula. It was a good shot, yes, very well played, but now straight to the fielder. But at least if they can manage to keep on having that intent, Zaid Khan, that is going to show that they want to put in some runs, and runs will start coming in. Going back again to your question about Giselle's aggression, I think it's just something that is born within her. You understand? And also understanding how to win games, how to go about business when you are playing any game that she plays on. Even if you are to play social or mini cricket that you can call it, Giselle is always someone who's always serious, someone who's always aggressive in whatever that she does. So it's something that is within her, and you'd love to see that happening. And if she keeps on going with that attitude, I'm telling you, she's going to be a lovely shot again. This time around, to Henriette Ishimwe, straight in the hand. This time they learned their lesson. They didn't even attempt to make a run there. But lovely piece of fielding there from Ishimwe. And a good shot again from Kisubizo Fulgensin. This is what even Bryson has been saying about their betting again. If they can come up with that positive intent, playing straight a bit more, that can help them grow in terms of their betting. But the only thing that they just need to work on is those dot deliveries again, that they have been conceding again. Shot down again, but Giselle Ishimwe could not manage to hold on to that ball, putting in a dive to a right side. Good call there from Gizubizo Fulgensin. A comfortable single taken.
Good effort there, but the run has to be taken there. And getting so close to those double figures now is Team White Clouds. And again, it's just the sort of aura of the senior players, the high-performing players. It comes within that circle. So each and every player within that surrounding tends to one-up themselves in terms of competition. With that, we come to the end of the 8th over. 10 runs on board, 3 wickets down. Team White Clouds.
As Henriette Ishimwe has been introduced from the airport end to come and bowl a first over to Kisubizo Fulgensin. Starts off with a good delivery there outside of stump, and Kisubizo just gave everything that she possesses, but could not manage to get to make contact on that delivery. Henriette Ishimwe, we know she's that kind of a bowler who takes wickets at will. So it's going to be interesting to see how she's going to go about her first over now. Going in, she's someone who also bowls more straighter on stumps each and every time she bowls, looking for that bowl, looking for that LBW, looking for that coat behind. Again, so it's going to be interesting to see the plan that she's going to come up with here.
Well, definitely, she's someone you cannot keep out of the competition with the bat, with the bowl. She's always there. Ishimwe Henriette, number 4 in the leaderboard of wicket-taking bowlers in this Duffabet RCA T20 Women's Edition 2023. She's taken 8 wickets so far with an economy of 4.45, averaging 6.17. Lovely, lovely figures.
Good shot there from Kisubizo Fulgensin, but she's only managing to find fielders. If she can just pierce that ball into the gap with the power that she has shown that she has got, those balls will be going all the way closer to the boundary. Again, this time into the gap. This is what she should be looking for to be doing, Zaid Khan. Again, full in within reach, throw your hands into it, into the gap again. She has managed to do that very well, and they've gotten that single that they're doing. Good positive cricket from these two batters, despite the amount of balls that they face. But if you look at the way they are going about their batting, the shots that they're playing, the only thing that they just need to do is to get the ball into the gap.
Lovely, lovely looking shot. Lovely hands that. The chase is on. It won't reach the boundary, but the pick up valuable runs here. This is exactly what they need. Yes, they've had a slow start, an extremely slow start, I must say, but they're getting along just fine at the moment. You can see 27 deliveries. It's taken her to reach 5 runs. And her partner is on 2 of 15. So they both seem to be on the same page, on the same pitch. Yes, you can play the beautiful shots, but how often do you tend to play them? And again, understanding the format of the game, it really matters. Because Ishimwe Henriette wouldn't mind those 3 runs she's given away, knowing the team total is just 13 for the loss of 3 wickets. As we come to the end of the 9th over, 13 runs on board, 3 wickets down is Team White Clouds.
We saw last week Sorowate being dismissed for 26. And White Clouds also, the other week, again, they've got dismissed for 12 runs in total. No, today they're on 13 for the loss of 3 wickets into the 10th over here. How many more runs are they looking for to put on the board is the question that needs to be answered. As Tumukunde Marie Jose continues from the pavilion end. Bowled some good overs there. The captain is trusted here again to go through with the overs. Swing and a miss. Again, dot ball is being added. And this is something that White Clouds need to think and come up with an answer quicker than what they're doing now. They can't need to step up the gear there, Zaid Khan. Shot again into the gap there. The chase is on. Ishimwe Giselle runs across on a single.
Well, just 1 run short of being amongst the lowest score ever. There was back in the Asian Games. We had Team Mongolia scoring just 15 runs. And we find Team White Clouds just around that corner, but lots of batting still left in the dugout. 7 wickets to be exact. But the overs are rushing by. And knowing the depth of batters that Team Indatwa has, they will be in a hurry to wrap it up as soon as possible, acquiring that needed run rate. And a no ball, missing the pitch completely this time around.
She opted to go for the quicker delivery there, but there was no control behind that. No ball, free hit it is. So these are free runs for Umzila Nyenje Fabiola to catch up. Shot there, good shot there. But again, look at there, the race is on. Giselle Ishimwe could not manage to stop that. Did she stop it? Yes, definitely. Some good footwork there from Ishimwe Giselle. Fantastic. You talk about aggression. You talk about wanting to win the game. Look at that save. But the umpire gave it 4 runs there, Gaston. But the players are contesting about it. If you can look at that again here to see where exactly that ball in. I think that was a good save there. Umpire Gaston Nyibizi was a bit too harsh there to give it out for 4.
It's interesting, but what I'm keen to watch is how she picked it up. Aggression there, lovely connection, got underneath it. If she can do that quite often, let's have a look at that. Yes. Lovely.
End of over number 10, 19 for the loss of 3 wickets. So the most surprising thing here is that Umzila Nyenje Fabiola, you saw that shot. Yes, it was a free, but she has got the shots to play. Can she now continue now to use that approach now going forward, other than waiting for the free hit?
Yes, definitely. Make it more frequent. Make it more exciting for the viewers. The girls need to understand these are online games. You've got to give something to the viewers. Spice it up. Give it a bit extra. I know we all are trying our best to give a bit extra back to all our viewers that see the games online, courtesy of Runner Cricket Association and Dufferbet, our proud sponsors, allowing these games at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium. Coming in from the pavilion, from the airport end, I beg your pardon, is Ishimwe Henriette. And we all know how hungry she is for wickets. Jersey number 50. She will be targeting the stumps, knowing the batters are playing across. Once again in the air. And catch it is. Speaking about picking wickets, I believe I was on song there. She's hearing me here from the commentary box. Picks up her first wicket off the first delivery of a second over.
Kisubizo Fulgensin, 17, delivered as 3 runs. Caught Siva Ingabire in the covers, bowled in Ishimwe. Look at that again. That off-cutter that she has bowled there. There was no timing whatsoever. The idea again is very, very well. That I can give them credit again. It's just the matter of placement that these White Clouds batters needs to work on again. So something that, but the attitude that they're using here, and again, I can applaud them for that, showing those guards, showing that intent again to put in some run. And that brings in the captain herself, Benita Murekatete, to the crease. And she comes on to face Henriette Ishimwe. We've talked about it here, taking wickets at will. Each time she bowls, she's got that habit of taking wickets. She didn't take wickets the first over. The second over, she manages to take that important wicket off Fulgensin.
You know that very well-known saying, never lose good habits. Never lose good habits. She's picked up her first wicket off her first delivery. And I believe there will be some more wickets that she will pick up. Oh, so close there. You can see the smile on her face walking back as she knew. Murekatete Benita out there in the middle. 13 matches, 11 innings and 11 runs to her name. Something she will dearly want to walk upon. Outside off once again. Another dot ball. Calm morning here for Team White Clouds. Beautiful Saturday morning for a game of cricket here in the land of 1,000 hills. Loud appeal, umpire. Ishimwe once again. Oh, a bit of an off-cutter there. You could see the movement off the pitch. Just coming into the batter slightly. But clueless is Murekatete Benita there. 4 deliveries she has faced. Hasn't touched any run so far. Plays it on the ground this time. And another dot ball. And an exceptional over that by Ishimwe Henriette. Maiden wicket. Lovely to see this. Not so lovely if you're a White Cloud fan. There you see all the hanging faces in the dugout. thinking about possible changes they could make to up their score here, knowing they're batting first and Team Indatwa will be in a rush to take the total down in no time, especially with the duel of Ishimwe's, Ishimwe Henriette and Ishimwe Giselle, the pair that put up one of the biggest partnership totals here at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium when it comes to women cricket. Ishimwe Henriette scoring a century that particular day. Was raining sixes, was raining boundaries everywhere you could see. It's as though she saw no fielder that particular game. Once again, swing and a miss. Muhawini Mana coming from the pavilion end. Beaten by pace. Muzirane on 9 of 34 deliveries here. 34 deliveries, almost 6 overs that you played. Once again in the air and gone. Her troubles come to an end here. 9 runs she's put up, having played 34 deliveries. A lot of homework to be done by this youngster. Not an innings should be proud of. Fabiola has to depart. A very, very long innings she has played, but not a fruitful one by any means.
How Nimana, look at that deliver again. Again, going a bit too early. Good catch there by Marie Jose Sophia. 8 point. Mahawe Nimana strikes, gets a first wicket for the day. How many more can she take? 19 for the loss of 5 wickets. And in comes Dolian Nakuzwe. 14 is the highest, 10 matches, 9 innings. Oh, she in total 13 runs. So not a lot of runs to talk about there for Dorian Nikuzwe. But this is the day that she needs to make sure that she piles in some runs for a team. They desperately need those runs. Full and straight edge outside. The keeper had no chance whatsoever. A slip in place could have done something better there. 4 runs. 4 white clouds. They take any run, whatever way they come. Look at that lovely piece of bowling, full. The keeper could have done better. Just a couple of movement there. A couple of 2 feet to your right side. That ball could have easily gone into your gloves, but she opted to go for the leg stop. In that, unfortunate for Indatwa Hampshire, but fortunate for White Clouds. Again, lovely piece of bowling. We talked about consistency there, Zaid Khan, from Hawe Nimana, the way she's bowling. Such a good bowler to watch bowling. Look at the way she runs in, attacking the crease a bit more harder. Then on the release again, the way she rotates her arms. Some good pace that she's offering there. Again, beating that outside edge. Dorian Nakuzwe managing to get the other one all the way to the boundary. Last delivery in this over. I might say it's a good over here for Mohawe Nimana, except for that outside edge that went for 4. The keeper could not manage to hold to get herself behind the ball there. But it has been a decent over. He's bowled into a third over, only conceding 6 runs, taking 1 wicket in that process. Good shot from Dolian Nakuzwe, but finding Ingabire Justine at mid-wicket to end over number 12 on 23 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Very, very good over, I must say. And what a spell she has been bowling so far. 3 overs, just 6 runs she's given away, squeezing them by the throat and just strangling the side. Given 6 runs and picking up 1 wicket on her way. So far, Dolian being the only batter to maintain a strike rate of 100. Something the rest of the batters need to do consistently. 23 runs on board for the loss of 5 wickets. We're done with 12 overs here. 23 reminds me of a very dear friend of mine who's supposed to be in the commentary box at some point, but taking his day off. We all know who I'm talking about. Coming back to the game. 23 for 5, Leonard. If you're guiding a team out of this mess from here on, what sort of approach would you tell the batters to have, given you've got just 8 overs left in the bag?
Ingabi Recife has been brought back now, coming from the airport end. Starts off with a dot. I think the thing that we have been talking about since this game started is looking for those gaps, making sure that you find those gaps, run a bit more in between the wickets, use that positive intent to score runs. Look, even these 2 previous shows that America Tete Benitez has played, she's always picking fielders. So that is something that they just need to change and go on again. Yes, you might not have big hitters in your squad, but you cannot get away from running between the wickets. Look for those gaps and run away. Look at that again. She played a good shot there, but straight to Marie Joseph, 8 point there. So it's all about them now playing those shots into the gaps. That is the only easiest thing that White Clouds batters should be looking forward to be doing.
From what I can see, Leonard, another catch opportunity, and it has been put down. Would you believe it? Chance of a run out, and that goes by as well. It's all happening out there in the middle. Not appreciated by her teammates. The bowler just having a laugh at how easy of a sitter has been put down. But yeah, coming back to how White Clouds has been playing so far with the bat in hand, I believe one of the biggest struggles in the beginning of the game as a batsman is trying to put some bat onto the ball. And then once you start doing that, it's not just about having ball on bat, but also putting it away and also finding the gaps like you mentioned. That is the third bit, which is a very skillful part of the game.
Good shot there from Dorian Nakuzu, just waiting for that ball, move to the back foot and picking that gap that we've been talking about. Again, yes, now the gaps are starting to come up, and though this is something that they should be doing from here going forward, making sure that the runs keeps on moving on the board. You can only do that by hitting that ball into the gap. End of over number 13-26 for the loss of 5 wickets. White Clouds winning the toss in the morning and opting to have a bet first. They find themselves in that. There is the look standing there. Gahanga Queens, 5 games, 4 wins, 1 loss, 8 points. In Datwa Hampshire, 4. They are playing the 5th one today. 3 wins, 1 loss against 6 points. Charity, 5, 3 wins, 2 losses, and 6 points. Sorwate, 5, 1, 2, loss 3, 4 points. And the White Clouds are yet to win a single game here. And run rate is going to be crucial again going forward, especially for the top 3 teams there. Gahanga Queens, Charity, and in Datwa Hampshire.
And from the looks of it, in Datwa Hampshire are in no competition whatsoever when it comes to net run rate. Despite being number 2 on the log, the net run rate, even after this game, is going to be sky high. And one thing I've really liked about the White Clouds Cricket Club, Leonard, is the sort of mental approach when it comes to being aggressive. Yes, they've just been... a batter has just been dropped and she tries to be aggressive the very next delivery. How often do we get to see that?
Positive intent from the betters. That's what you want to be seeing. Bake yourself up, trust yourself, trust the processes that brought you here to be in there in betting. Giselle Ishimwe coming again, this time from the pavilion end, and she starts off with a dot. I'm not seeing Benita Morikatete surviving more here, especially when Giselle is bowling. Look at where she normally bowls, always asking questions on those terms, again, making the better play each and every delivery that she bowls. So that is going to be a good test there for Benita Morikatete.
Any mistake across the line and the stumps will go flying. Oh, lovely play down the ground, but nowhere to run. Back-to-back dot deliveries here by Giselle, keeping it extremely tight. Once again, yet another dot ball. It's all about who gives up the pressure first. She's applying the pressure immensely at the moment, is Giselle. But you find Morikatete, who's on 2 of 14. Yet another innings of witnessed by the White Clouds. Stubborn batsers out there in the middle. They're not scoring the runs, but they're playing the balls regardless. They're trying to make sure they play out the full quarter of 20 overs. At least in that sense, they get the opposition to field and physically get tired as well. Plays it around the corner this time. There is protection in the deep. Fine leg. Picks it up and pops it back for just a single. Would have been a maiden, but messes it up on the final delivery. There is Giselle. But look at those figures there, Leonard. Just 2 runs, 1 wicket in her 3 overs that she has bowled. Lets you know she's giving away nothing at all.
Some good bowling there from all the Indatwa bowlers. Henriette Ishimwe comes into the attack again to bowl. And Dorian and Benita Morikatete need to do something extra here if they want to put in runs on the board. She is the captain. She knows exactly which total they want to put that can challenge in Indatwa Hampshire. So she is in a position to do that. So this is the opportunity that she has been given. So definitely she needs to do something. 2 boundaries so far came in this game in terms of fours. Again, so nothing much to talk about in terms of getting those boundaries. And in tournament boundaries so far, 132 fours and 6 sixes coming in. There we saw Merve last week hitting a first 6 in her career. Again, over pitched there, but could not manage to dispatch it. These are the balls that when they are bought to use, they can now. These are the balls that you should be able to be taken away. But now Morikatete Benita managing to find again the fielder at mid-off.
Of course, and the sense, the sort of message that is passed on back to the bowler if you smash them. Yes, it's not a very good looking delivery, but it has to be put away. Someone has to put it away. And once that is put away, it applies the pressure back onto the bowler. No matter what caliber of a bowler he or she is, when it comes to cricket, those massive hits do pack a punch.
Lovely piece of bowling from Henriette Ishimwe. Again, 3 dots so far. Now, bowling it full and straight. They have realized that these batters cannot take anything that is bowled full. They can only waiting for the short ball to hit to mid-wicket or square leg. But now the plan has changed. They're bowling more full, making them drive for which is not their strength. There was an appeal there, but umpire signaling the height. That's why Morikatete Benita is still betting out there.
We're into the World Cup season. South Africa take on England. South Africa batting first, scoring 7 runs, have lost their first wicket in their 3rd over that they play. I think this season must be one of those that these young sides should be keen to watch and pick up a thing or two from the sort of cricket they're watching. We saw a great competition yesterday between Team Pakistan and Team Australia. Once again in the air, pops up, gets the shoulder, and another wicket goes down. Ishimu Henriette is on a roll here. Once again, keeping it tight for 5 deliveries, and on the 6th delivery, pops one up in the air. 2 wickets she's picked up.
There's the wicket there, tries to go there. And you cannot keep Marie Joseph Tumukunde off the action here. She's taken 2 catches in that region in the run out again. She's done fantastically very well in that position. The captain, Murekatete Benita, walks off after facing 21 deliveries and only managing to score 3 runs. 27 for the loss of 6 wickets. 15 overs gone here into the last 30 deliveries of this first inning between White Clouds and Indatwa Hampshire. As we see Giselle Ishimwe continuing again to finish here, 4th over of this first inning.
Almost seems like a bowling practice here. Team Indatwa going through it, struggling extremely hard is Team White Clouds.
They've thrown balls to the youngster, 15-year-old Devota comes in to bowl. This is the game that you also need to give the youngsters the opportunity to boost their confidence again. Who is Imana Devota coming in from the pavilion end to replace Giselle Ishimwe? Let's see what she can offer for a team in a good position like this. I think there's never been an easy job to do as a bowler. Again, she starts off very well with a fuller delivery there. And Dolian Nakuze did not manage to dispatch that again. The same mistake that they kept on making since they started there. Angeline Uimpaya is the batter that walks in 12 matches, 9 innings, 39 runs in total, highs of 12. Again, nothing much to talk about in terms of runs there. This is the opportunity that she needs to convert and make sure that her name is known in terms of betting. Again, goes hard and goes big there, Dorian Nakuzwe. 1 bounce to the boundary there, Zaid Khan.
Now that's something I'm keen to watch. Lovely to see that connection, lovely flow of the bat and deposited to the boundary ropes. Can we have more of those, please? Have a look at that. Swatted away onto the leg side. Lovely, lovely shot that by Dolian. Why is it that it's coming so late? After having lost 6 wickets is when we get to see shots like this, Leonard. We need more of this earlier on. Aggression and productivity. Wide. You see, that is the pressure that I was talking about. No matter how good of a bowler you have and no matter how good your economy has been, it takes just 2 to 3 deliveries to destroy your figures for the day.
Definitely good for the youngster there. Comes in, let's see the comeback after getting hit for the boundary there. Again, he tries to go for the big hit, mistimed that one, straight to mid-wicket. Another dot there. We've been talking about consistency in betting again. So we also need consistency again going forward. Yes, you've asked why now, but if you look at again, we're into the last 5 overs of the inning, so you need shots like that now. Finish up on a good note, play those good big hits again, then you will find yourself putting a decent total that you can defend on the board. Again, goes big, but there is protection now. They can only manage to get a single there.
I think Angeline from here on, from the looks of it, would like her partner Dolian to be facing majority of the deliveries because she has been connecting the ball and to get their side those much needed runs on the board through this partnership. Can they sustain this partnership and add on those valuable runs for Team White Clouds and get it shiny for the team? Watchfully played there.
And a good ball again from Defota. Uizi Imana, again, realizing that these guys, they don't want anything that is full. It's always about length now. If you bowl anything offering width, they are easy to dispatch that to the boundary. So clever bowling there from the youngster. Again, drops it short. Hit straight to leg side. Mohaweni Imana is there at square leg. And that is end of over number 16. 33 for the loss of 3 wickets. Conceding 6 runs in the first over there. Uize Imana, Devota. It's also good to give these youngsters opportunities to bowl. There is the White Clouds dugout. All the batters there sitting have had their part. Only those 2 that are left to come in and bet. A lot of instructions coming in from the captain to the incoming batter, who was Sabrina there.
See, most often, Leonard, you'd find individuals in part of the dugout trying to do things differently and offering something different, something unique. On this side, we've got to see identical performances, identical looking shots, identical results due to identical efforts out there in the middle. How many catches have been popped up in the air in similar fashion? Once again,
Bode, full and straight. Again, Giselle Shimwe have been talking about her bowling full and straight, and that sees the back of Dorian Nakuzwe back to the pavilion. 10 runs off 9 deliveries, striking it very well, but it did not help any cause for a team. She got bowled out from a straight delivery from Giselle Shimwe, being the cleverest between the 2 of them. Another wicket falls. Look at that again. That leg cutter again. Lovely piece of bowling from Ishimwe Giselle, attacking those stumps. Zaid Khan always asking questions on stumps each and every time that she bowls, and that brings in the young Kevin Gizubizo to the crease.
Deceiving the batter in the air there. Giselle completely bluffing her and damaging the stumps, keeping it really tight, and the pressure pays off as she picks up her second wicket. 2 for 2 in her 4th and final over of the game. The wickets are tumbling like bowling pins here.
Experience, you don't buy experience from Simba in the game of cricket. You gotta get in there. You get exposed to a lot of situations, challenging ones, easy ones. Giselle has walked that journey. She knows exactly how to go about her bowling business. Let's see the follow-up to that wicket delivery there to see where exactly she's going to be bowling. Full and straight, I reckon. There.
Lovely defensively played there. Just down the ground, keeping it safe. But again, if there was a slight movement off the pitch there, it would have trapped her on the front pad, and they would have been gone by all means, because the amount of coverage Jisubizo is having, wrongly directed there.
You see again, that is another leg cutter that she has bowled there. And Gizubizo wanting to wake that ball to the leg side, but because the ball is moved away from where she gets that outside edge to gallop position there. And still another dot ball conceded here by White Clouds, and that is something that Indatwa Hamshe is looking forward to be seeing. Another lovely shot, but straight to the fielder Lillian at mid-wicket. Dot ball keep on piling up for White Clouds here, Zaid Khan, and something that they need to work around. Yes, you've betted a lot of overs, you've been there long enough, but you gotta get some runs on the board.
Oh, definitely. That's the whole objective of having a bat in your hand. Unless it is test cricket and you're testing the fatigue levels of your opponents. But when it comes to the limited...
I'm not sure there if that was a catch there, boss. You look at all the fielders, hands on the waist, talking to Giselle, but she went casual, one-handed on that delivery. So that could have been a catch there with if you look at the attitude of the fielders, the action against around, that should have been a catch, and that catch has gone down.
It'll be interesting to see that once again. If we could get a replay of that incident there. Both of the batters out there in the middle yet to open their accounts. 33 for the loss of 7 in the 17th over. 3 overs left here. If I could ask the production here to give us a replay of that particular delivery, might be something interesting to watch. As my partner Leonard talked about the body language of the fielders. We're all learners in this game, Leonard. We learn through experiences. We learn through the visuals that we get out of each and every game.
33 for 7, 17 overs. Said Khan, Mohaweni Mana comes to bowl from the pavilion end. Can she get another wicket there? Lovely piece of shot again, finding the mid-wicket fielder there. Not happy there, Angeline. She knows that she could have done better with that particular delivery. The length was offered for her to dispatch that ball outside Gahanga, but only managing to find the fielder at mid-wicket. These are the moments that as a batter you need to start cashing in on those loose deliveries.
Yes, definitely. And the enticing ones are the ones that pick your wickets. They entice you to go for that big, fabulous looking shot. But if you just get ahead of yourself and don't time it well enough, don't put enough bat to it, you end up losing your wicket. And in the end, you're the one that has lost the battle. Because understand, out there in the middle, you're only there by yourself. Shot in the air and dropped there. Should have been taken. A very casual approach that was by Ishimwe Henriette. Should have taken that comfortably. It was about waist high. Not moving that quick. Just popped off her hands.
She's better than that. Again, these are the moments that you just need to turn the game into your favor. Yes, you are in control there, Zaid, but you also need to make sure that when you are in a position to kill, you gotta go and finish and get it done with. But so you've seen 2 chances so far in these 2 overs that have been created, and all the chances have gone down. So, and you can see the bowlers are very having smiles on their faces. Yes, you're in control, but as a bowler, those are some of the things that you need to talk. That was a gem of a delivery there.
Oh, what a movement. You see the bargain she's getting out of that pitch there. That bounce, I believe it's the only delivery I've seen throughout this innings where the pitch has provided that bounce. Probably off the seam. And really surprising Jisuizo there. Catching her off guard. Much fuller this time and plays it along the ground. But it is risky because if you see the way she had played that shot, she had removed her front foot in a completely opposite direction and played it onto the offside, leaving that huge space between bat and pad. If there's any movement off the surface, she can find herself in no time heading back to the pavilion. There, once again. Aggression, but not fruitful. With that, we come to the end of the 18th over. 34 runs on board for the loss of 7. They've really pushed this innings. Great to see a sense of a fight from the White Cloud side.
There is the Ndatwa Hampshire dugout, the coach there, and Sarah Wera in the dugouts, watching from afar. Experience again being given in the dugout in form of their player who's on a road to recovery from the shoulder injury. Been some breeze that has been coming in behind us here, Zaid Khan, and some dark clouds that are approaching here. Hopefully it's not going to pour, and to see, we just want to see this game getting to the end here. So we just keep our fingers crossed and keep praying for it to pass through us and finish the game. Then it comes thereafter. We are into the rain season anyway, so we need rains. But when you are a cricketer, I'm telling you, the moment you see those dark clouds on top of your head, not any cricketer will be happy to witness such clouds. They would want those clouds to be out of the ground here because they want to play cricket. Once they're done with the game, good enough for the rain to come. As Mari Joseph Tumkunde comes into ball, should be a fourth over now from the airport end. It is the Davabet RCA Women's T20 Division 1 right here at Gahanga Stadium. Some lovely scenes up the hill there. Some kids going through their coaching clinics from Cricket Build Hope.
Human nature, Leonard. Never satisfied with what we were provided. I remember a couple of weeks ago, we were complaining about how hot it gets here at Gahanga. Like they say, one man's meat is another man's poison. We might be hoping for no rain, but the farmers in the countryside are literally crying for the showers to come in for them to harvest.
Good shot there from Angeline to get off strike. Hit it down to long on for one. Toriana Kuzo going in for 10 of 10 deliveries bowled by Giselle Ishimwe. Marie Jose Tumkunde tries to fly that one up, but a lot of width there and with 10 there, but umpire judging it wide. She needs to come back there. They have been disciplined in terms of extras since they've started bowling here in Dartwa, Hampshire. I don't think they've offered a lot of extras. It goes up in area. Catch is the call. Giselle Ishimwe. Yes, she manages to hold on to that. Never drops easy catches like that. Look at the joy. Look at that. Lovely scene to see there. Then Kizubizo Kevin gone again for not after facing 8 deliveries. Before you come in there, Zaid Khan, I'm telling you, yes, we might talk about the attitude of White Clouds betting in all the 20 overs. But if you look at, again, all the bettors that have betted in there, the amount of balls that they've managed to concede in terms of dot balls, lovely catch there from Giselle Ishimwe. It's something that they need to go and work on. Someone bets out there for 35 deliveries, managing to score 6-7 runs. Someone bets for 32 deliveries again. So a lot of them have managed to concede a lot of dot balls again instead of getting in runs. So that is something that can worry any team, especially if you're betting. So it's something that they just definitely need to change. You've asked that other question again. You said going forward, what should you be doing again? For now, all these bettors that are coming in, they just need to come in there, watch the ball, get the ball in the gap. It is as hard as you can into the gap, run in between the wickets as much as you can, get as many runs as you can in these few overs that is left, as opposed to coming in there and staying on the wicket because you want bet 20 overs. So at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself the question, what have you achieved in that as a betting unit? Is it going to help you going forward to be putting in against fighting totals? Lovely piece of ball there, but it's a wide. I spoke too early from Marie Jose Tumkunde. Second wide in this over here, Zaid Khan.
Well, definitely, if you think about the finishing duties of the tail-enders here, it has to be finishing with a bang. And you do not bang while dotting or defending a ball. Once again, you see that straight into the hands of the fielder there. The approach has to be changed and lots of homework to be done, I mentioned earlier on. And if you think about it, that catch taken there by Ishimwe Giselle, lovely, lovely effort. She knew it was her catch. She called once again.
Yeah, that was a catch taken there. It's easy. They didn't celebrate because, they've been celebrating after every over. So they are now, I think, they are tired. They know that they've done all the hard work. They are just going for the finishing. So some wickets are not worth celebrating. They just need to get out of there, come in, get their quick chase and get this game done with. They
apologize for completely missing out on that. That's a second wicket in the over. And that brings Uwase Sabrina out there in the middle. 22 matches, 11 innings, just 7 runs to her name. Yet to reach to double digits. Let's wait and see. Does she get there today? Tumukunde, who's picked up 2 wickets in this very over.
Not to worry, boy. You sometimes you get carried away. I'm just laughing the other time that you mentioned about your partner not being in the commentary box. You know, as we watch on our screens there, people will be talking a lot of comments, putting it up there. I hope wherever he is, he has gone through that and read through. It is the festive season, yes, we understand. Hopefully he's hiding somewhere there in Kigali, making sure that he hydrate himself, not with coffee, but we all know what we are talking about. So hopefully wherever he's sitting there, because he has not been in this box for quite some time here now. As soon as the World Cup started, I knew that it's not going to be easy to find in this box.
Most likely making his Christmas list, starting early.
End of over number 19 into the last over here. Last 6 balls of the first inning, 38 for the loss of 9 wickets. Angeline, what questions does she have or answers does she have for Henriette Ishimo, who comes in to bowl the last over of the first inning? She's taken 2 wickets. 3 wickets, I'm sorry, 3 wickets. And, she's taken 2 wickets and conceding only 3 runs again. That is some excellent bowling from Henriette Ishimo into a 4th over here. This is something good. Iradikunda Genevieve did not last long on the wickets there. Caught Siva Ingabire and Tumkunde Marie Joseph. We talked about not taking away Marie Joseph out of action, especially in this game today. Taking their time to set their fields, so they know that it's the last over. Batters can just go at the ball at this point of time, but not with someone like Henriette Ishimo. You need to be careful in that regards. There were players there that should be easy too. Yes, they get those 2 runs comfortably. Good piece of timing there from Angelini. You know that this is what we've been talking about earlier on, the timing, how to put the ball into the gap, knowing where you want to play it. Look at how easy she played that delivery. Just behind that backward point there for 2 runs. Those are the things that they going forward they should be learning themselves as the other batters that are sitting outside. This is what you just need to do. Look for those gaps. Bow there again. I said it. Someone like Henriette Ishimwe, you don't want to be throwing your bet at his without sense. And that is the end of the first inning. Clean bowled. And
let's have a look at that. Once again, guilty of playing a cross-batted shot on a straight delivery there. Like the entire team going out in the same fashion. The entire batch of batters have departed now as we come to the end. Come to the end of the first innings. Team White Clouds all out for 40 runs. Ishimwe Henriette picking up her 3rd wicket in her final over, having given away just 5 runs. Brilliant end to the first innings as it's getting a bit gloomy here at Gahanga as the shade of dark skies cocoon us here at Gahanga International Cricket Stadium. And there we have the summary. Fabiola, 9 runs of 35 deliveries. Dusabimana Olivia, 0 for 3. Vumilia Margaret, 0 for 1. Georgette Ingabire, 2 of 8. Jisuizo, 3 of 18. Mercatete Benita, the captain and wicketkeeper, 3 of 22 deliveries. Dolian Nakuzwe, 10 of 10. Exceptional batsman out there, bowled to Giselle Ishimwe. Angeline Wimpai, 4 of 8. Jisubizo Kevin, 0 of 9 deliveries. And Iradukunda, 0 of 1. Uwase Mary Sabrina left there, not out. And there, not much to talk about, but Fabiola being amongst most of the partnerships here, having that massive, I wouldn't even call it massive, but aggregate partnership of 13 runs of 34 balls, the backbone of this innings for their side. Then we have the bowling figures. Bowling exceptionally well is Giselle Ishimwe. 4 overs, 22 dots, just 2 runs and 2 wickets. 0.5 economy. Devota being the most expensive. 1 over, 4 dots, 6 runs, 6 being her economy. And yet again, strangling the side was Ishimwe Henriette. 3.2, 17 dots, 5 runs she gave away, with 3 wickets to her name. The highest wicket taker of this innings, with an economy of 1.5 not and 9 extras only, taking the total to 40 all out. Do stay tuned. We will be back shortly for the chase.
Respect. 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 Respect.